Women are like private investigators when it comes to picking up on small things about men, especially if they see a potential future with a certain guy. They'll scrutinize and survey him, examine his behavior, and try to establish what kind of man he is. High-value men are a bit of a paradox. Unlike traditional ordinary men, these men march to the beat of their own drum, and tend to not play by the rules that society has so conveniently laid out for them. This attitude, however, makes them alluring to women, and they'll oftentimes find themselves drawn to the confidence and mystery these men exude. Women feel an implied connection with high-value men, although most of the time they have no idea why. And while it is true that women are attracted to all types of men, there is something about men of high value that just seem to push all the right buttons. No, it's not about the clothes that they have on, or how they style their hair. It goes much more deeper than that. It's about the entire package, the way they carry themselves, their mindset and the way they think, and how they interact with the world. So with that said, here are 10 things women instantly notice about high-value men. Number 1. They are intelligent and creative. The term high-value man has become increasingly popular in recent years. Men of high value are considered the top tier of male intelligence and innovation. They are often the ones who are driving change and making things happen. While they make up a small percentage of the population, they have a disproportionately large impact. There is absolutely no way that women do not take notice of these magnificent minds. Whether it's at the workplace or on a day just hanging out with friends, these men enjoy deep and meaningful conversations, and are always interested to learn more. This intellectual curiosity not only makes them outstanding conversationalists, but also allows them to think outside the box. Being able to see things from different perspectives is a valuable asset in any field, and high-value men often use this to their advantage. Whether it be in relationships, work or life in general, their unique and original way of thinking will surely bring something new to the table. Number 2. Their silent take-the-lead attitude. Men of high value have a particular way of handling situations. They are the type of men who take charge without having to say a word. It is not required that they are the leader in every situation, however they have a way of taking control when it is necessary. While they enjoy staying in the background observing, their silent take-charge attitude often comes to the forefront when it's required the most. Women immediately notice this type of man, since they know that he can handle anything that comes his way. He doesn't need to be the center of attention, even though he has a way of making things happen. This attitude often comes across as very calm and reserved, even during the most chaotic situations. While a low-value man craves the spotlight, a man of high value is happy to let others take the credit. This is not to say that men of high value are pushovers. They simply know when it's time to take the lead and when it's time to step back. Number 3. Their thirst for adventure. When we are discussing adventure, we're not just talking about adventure in the physical. What we are talking about is a sense of adventure in life. Men of high value are always up for trying new things. They are curious individuals, and want to experience as much as possible. This sense of adventure often makes a woman feel alive and excited, which makes high-value men stand out in this world of mediocrity and ordinary. Women are naturally drawn to men who are willing to take risks, and don't mind stepping outside their comfort zones. They make life seem more exciting, and this allows women to feel like they can do anything they set their minds to. This doesn't mean that men of high value always skydive or scale mountains. It just means they are always open to new experiences, and are constantly looking for different ways of doing things. They are the type of men who are always looking for new challenges, and they are never satisfied with just sitting around and doing nothing. Number 4. They're authentic and don't try to fit in with the crowd. As more and more people strive to conform to societal norms and expectations, high-value men stand out even more. They're the ones who are comfortable in their own skin, and are unapologetically themselves. No matter what anyone else might think, women are naturally drawn to men who are authentic and are not afraid to show it. Men of high value don't try to fit into any mold or category. They are their own person, and they're completely comfortable with that. This independence is another thing that women always seem to take notice. They don't need anyone's approval or validation, and are perfectly happy doing their own thing. These men aren't trying to be someone they're not, and this authenticity is refreshing. They don't feel the need to put on a show, or act like someone they're not just to impress women. They are strong-minded and independent, and they view the world in their own unique way. They are often natural leaders, and are not afraid to take risks or speak what is in their minds. And while some people might see them as cocky or arrogant, however, high-value men know they have what it takes to get the job done. Women love their attitude and their ability to take charge when necessary. Number 5. The unique sense of style. While other guys might try to keep up with the latest trends, men of high value aren't afraid to march to the beat of their own drum. When it comes to fashion, what they wear is not just about projecting an image. It also comes down to comfort. High-value men love simplicity, even if this often confuses people. This can be anything from dressing like a gentleman, to wearing all black all the time. Their style is an extension of their personality, and reflects their unique abilities. Most men like to wear bright colors and flashy designs, but men of high value keep their outfits simple and clean. The less there is to look at, the more others can focus on themselves and what they have to say, which is exactly what men of high value want when they are around women. Number 6. Their clever way of complimenting. While men of high value rarely use compliments, they do so completely different than other men. Most guys will give compliments based on physical appearance, while these men focus on their personality and accomplishments. This might seem like a small difference, however it's actually quite significant. This type of compliment is much more valuable than the others, as it shows their intelligence and good taste. It also shows their attention to her as a person, not just her looks. This is the kind of compliment that will make her feel appreciated and special. It's the smart way to compliment, since it gets straight to the heart of what women really want, to be loved and appreciated for who they are, and not just what they look like. Instead of flattering her with empty words like every other guy, men of high value focus on what she lacks on the inside. This way, she will feel attracted to him without knowing why. By touching her insecurities in a non-judgmental way, these men can make women feel special without even trying. Number 7. Their unshakable confidence. As we all know, women are attracted to confidence. High-value men carry themselves with a certain air of self-assurance that is very appealing to the opposite sex. While many people mistake confidence for arrogance, the two are actually quite different. Arrogance is a facade often used to cover up insecurity, while confidence is a quiet inner strength that radiates from within. High-value men are confident in who they are and what they believe in. They don't need validation from others since they know their worth. This confidence is very contagious, making those around them feel more confident as well. Women often want such a man in their life, as he can help them to feel more secure about themselves. Number 8. Their unpredictability. While men of high value hate surprises that rob them of time, they are often the ones who are full of surprises themselves. Their unpredictable nature keeps things interesting, and women never quite know what to expect from them. This can be both good and bad, but these men understand how to keep their spontaneity in check. They don't do anything without thinking it through first, so their impulsiveness is usually controlled. They like to spice things up and add some excitement to her life. While other men might be predictable and boring, these men know when to keep her guessing. However, even with their unpredictability, men of high value are still dependable. They don't make promises they can't keep, and always follow through on their commitments. This is a rare combination that catches women's attention. Number 9. They're trustworthy and don't play games. In today's society, it's very common for people to play mind games with each other. People often do this to avoid getting hurt, or because they're afraid of being honest. While this might work in the short term, it's not a good long-term strategy. High-value men are very straightforward. They say what they mean and mean what they say. They are not afraid to be honest, even if it means upsetting someone. Truth is always better in the long run, even if it's not what people want to hear. This directness can sometimes be mistaken for rudeness, but it's actually a highly sought-after quality. Women appreciate an honest and upfront man, instead of someone who plays games and tries to manipulate them. A man of high value is the type of guy who will tell you if he doesn't like your new haircut, even if he knows you're not going to like hearing it. It might not be what you want to hear, but at least you know where you stand with him, and that's better than being lied to or led on. Number 10. Their mysterious nature. Men of high value are the type of guys who always seem to have something up their sleeve, making them incredibly intriguing to women, and often quite interesting to try to figure out. There's just something about these men that makes them impossible to read, and that's part of what makes them so attractive. They're always keeping women guessing, and they can't help but be drawn in by their air of mystery. Trying to understand these sorts of men is like trying to solve a puzzle, and it's an incredibly addicting challenge. Even if she never completely cracks the code, the journey is always enjoyable. While other men might be easy to read and predict, men of high value are always full of surprises. This unpredictability is exciting, and it's something that many women crave. This isn't to say that every guy like this is intentionally vague or mysterious. In many cases, it's simply a result of them not feeling the need to share every detail of their lives with everyone they meet. They're more private people, and they don't feel the need to put everything out there for the world to see. This can make these men appear even more mysterious. However, this is part of what makes a high-value man so alluring.